Hey Bloom fam, I'm Tay.
I'm Tash.
And we are
Living
Living the
the
Bloom.
Bloom.
We are going to talk today about what Living the Bloom actually means to us. So, background, we started, I looked back at my notes. It was September the 16th. And that was the day that you said we should do a podcast. And
Really, September?
that was the notes. I had the mission, vision, all the
But we
things.
talked about doing things prior to that,
Yes.
but it was like this was what we decided to do. Okay.
Yes. And so we started talking about the things that we wanted to really focus on in the podcast, right? Initially, it was primarily focused on just finances. And we were talking about our financial journey and trying to help Black women in particular, but just women in general, really figure out how to enhance their finances because there's a huge pay equity and gap between earnings for men and women, savings for men and women, retirement opportunities for men and women. So that's where we started. And then as we were talking through, recent things that were going on in our lives, we were like, no, I think women need more than just that.
Right.
That's critical and that's important. And it is a huge part of our podcast. But mental, physical, and spiritual health was also a thing that we feel like we as Black women struggle with and
Right.
deal with on a day-to-day basis. So our first name was Girl Glow, Girl
Went back and forth
Grow.
with glow and grow.
Yeah, glowing
Yes.
in your health and wealth and growing in your wealth. And it just was not hitting for us
It
at
wasn't
all.
hidden. Everything was taken when you go to
Yeah.
social media because if you're going,
Yeah.
you don't know is it a light bulb? Is it like skincare? Like
Yeah.
glow can just mean so many different things.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So we were asking our friends, and my friend Brandy, shout out to Brandy. Thank you, Brandy.
Thank you, Brandy.
Yes, I sent her a text message, and she was like, "Give me a couple hours. I'm going to give you some options." And one of them was just Bloom. And when I called you, you were like, "Yes, that's it." We were talking about the thorns and the roses and the process for
Yes, 'cause
blooming.
women are like flowers. We delicate, beautiful, and smell good. Well, women,
Yes.
I hope we out here smelling good. now that's mandatory.
It's called Dove, Bath and Body Works.
Yes.
So that's how we came with Bloom, but then we expanded it to live in the bloom.
To live in
What
the
does
bloom.
that mean
That's
to you?
That's an active
Yeah.
word. That's an active phrase for me, and it's really a shift in mindset for me.
Yeah.
It is one thing that we know for sure is that we will go through things in this life,
Yeah.
right? But how we deal with those things as we go through them, that's really what helps us to grow and really allows us to take things to the next level,
Yeah.
right? And so when you think about blooming, like
Yeah.
how does a flower get to the bloom? You plant
Right.
a seed,
Yep.
you water it, you fertilize it, you feed it.
Yep.
The same thing for us. We have to be fed. We have to be nurtured. We have to be maintained. Got to
Yeah.
be fertilized.
You got to be in the right environment.
The right environment. So
Yeah.
we go through this rainy season. I'm in a rainy season, y'all.
Yeah.
I'm in a rainy season.
Yeah.
But what we do in the rainy season, like that video that we posted of Coco Jones where she talks
Right.
about her therapist, like that just resonated with me because it's what you do in that rainy season that makes such a
Right.
difference, right?
Right.
And being able to do this in my rainy season is just
Yeah.
it's been amazing, right?
Yeah.
Because sometimes I don't know even how I find the energy or the strength, but it generates this high
Yeah.
energy for me just thinking about it, right? So living the bloom is a mindset. No matter what comes your way, you have the ability to still thrive. You
Yeah.
have the ability to blossom. Now you may have to change what you're feeding your body, what you're feeding your soul, what
Right.
you're doing physically, the people around you. That may all need some adjusting to do that.
Yeah.
But it's in you to thrive, regardless
Yeah.
of your environment, and regardless of what may come your way.
Right. I love
That's what
that.
living the bloom means for me. What about you, sis?
I think it's the same thing. I think it's finding your way no matter what is in the way, right? The detours that you have to make, the environment changes that you have to make, the people who you surround yourself with. You have to constantly, as you said, think about it. What is your mind feeling? How are you feeling? And whether you're sad, happy, angry, whatever, you still have to push through, right? You still have to keep going. And how do you do that in the best and healthiest way, right? And understanding that it's a journey, right? So some things are temporary, right? So you may be trying to bloom while you're grieving. You may be trying to bloom while you're struggling. You may be trying to bloom while you are growing. There's just challenges will come, right? And you may just want to just keep blooming even when you're blooming, right? You may want those flowers. It feels good. It smells good.
Yeah.
It's wonderful. And so I think it's just really wherever you are in life, wherever you are on your journey, is continuing to just keep going and moving forward and pushing through in the best way that you possibly can. We'll continue to like, share, and subscribe. We love you, Bloom fam.